What it do? Shit. What's happening, world? Happy Friday.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios in conjunction with VJ TV, Feral Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. You know, on this Friday, it's a great day as always. It's been an interesting week. I got a great show lined up for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Let everybody introduce themselves. We got a great ass guest here tonight, man. So you know what I'm saying. You know me, I like giving people their flowers while I can see them when they here, cause
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying. Hey, remember House Party 2? Or which one was the House Party 1 when they was in college? And it was like, time waits for no one. Nigga, that shit is real.
Right.
That's 2.
Because one, they was still in high school.
Yeah, that was. That's right. It was 2. Yeah, because New Edition, Ralph Transvan was in there. Sensitive ass.
Word.
Yeah, time waits for no one. So you give your people their flowers while they still alive and they can smell them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves, starting with my guy to my left as always.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy, man, International P, man, Feral Films.
Hey, man, this Brother Broski, a.k.a. Brody Low. Mr. West Oakland, I am True Luciano. Long time coming with my man here at Cognac Confessionals, man. Salute to you, brothers in Pharaoh. Appreciate you having me, brother.
Always, you know what I'm saying. For y'all to know, this been in the works for a minute, and you know we can't. Nothing happens on our time. It happens when it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah. And Godspeed.
Exactly. Godspeed.
Godspeed, man.
God's time. It's not on our time. You know what I'm saying? It's always God's time.
Yes, indeed.
Praise to the Most High.
All praise.
She always does it. So, I mean, what's happening with you, bro? Welcome to the show. Man.
Oh, man. Thank you, my brother. It's such a blessing, man, to be here. I'm excited. Like you said, I've been meaning to get here. It's been 2023 been one hell of a year, man. Let me tell you that.
Yes.
I've been able to get through it. It's been an ongoing struggle, my brother. I lost my mom November 20th. So may she rest ever so sweet Charlotte. So I was able to do a whole album on her, brother.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that was therapeutic. That was very therapeutic, Pharaoh. Along with other good arms. Opening from Mr. Fabby, we did the Thug Therapy. That was therapeutic as well.
And
for that, I'm never go down, but I'm also not ready. But I know I need it, but I'm not ready.
So,
because I build them walls, you know what I'm saying? And
we need you to let them walls down.
Yeah, and that's
easier said than done.
I know. I ain't complaining. I'm just giving you some words of wisdom.
Yeah,
and I appreciate that, my brother. Because because I'm one of them dudes. I can function all during the day. It's just that late night, sitting in bed, got me a little something sipping on, staring at the ceiling. No reactions.
Yeah,
that's just wild. In fact, I had a friend from, matter of fact, he been calling me. I've been shooting to the left because on Sunday I was all fucked up. Because I recently lost my sister.
My condolences,
and
brother.
So
yes, sir.
I was venting and I had nobody to talk to, so I sent him this long ass paragraph. I was fucked. I'm fucked up. Just acting like this cat for a long time.
Yeah.
And that was on Sunday. I was drinking, and he hit me on Thursday. Oh, trying to tap in with you. You cool?
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm basically telling you, nigga, I'm damn near ready to go off 880 on Sunday, and you hit me on Thursday talking about you good.
Yeah.
So are you cool? Then he hit me today. Man, I'm trying to tap in with you. What's up with it? And I'm like, I'm over it now. I'm over it now. But that's one of the things, though, is that you'll be surprised, though, when you're going through these type of things, of who's actually fucking with you and who's not fucking with you.
A word.
Or who's only fucking with you on the convenience.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Because I thought I was the type of nigga that if the shoe was on the other foot and he'd have sent me that type of text, I wouldn't even text back. I'd have pointed the car in his direction. I would have pulled up. Hey man, you good? What's up? I'm gonna sit with you. If you don't want to talk, we can just, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
so that was kind of That was kind of wild to me.
Yeah.
Right, because I mean, you know, last week was the birthday episode for me.
Yeah.
And, you know, the brothers came and that was Friday.
Your birthday?
Mine, yeah.
And I needed that because I was in heavy mourning.
48 plus 1. I hate that team, so I don't say that
plus
number.
1?
Yeah.
I'm 49, about to be 50, February 20th.
Yeah, I
But
just
he's
touched
trying not
it.
to be
Oh, he trying
49.
not-
He going
I don't
from
say that
48 to
number.
50.
48 plus 1.
Okay.
Like them kids be like,
Yeah.
oh, when I was 11, I turned 13 because I don't fuck with
Right,
12.
Yeah, I'm fucking 12. You know what I'm saying?
But that was a
so I
beautiful
woke up.
show.
Oh, we had fun last week. And shout out to everybody that came through. That was a great
Had
surprise.
it
All
going
the
up,
brothers
it was
that
up.
came through.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Nice show,
But
nice
that
turnout.
was Friday, and then I woke up Saturday morning to a death notification
Yeah.
text message post.
Yeah,
Lost my oldest first cousin.
that's heavy.
I'm the third on my
condolences,
dad's side. And yeah, that was go from a super high Friday,
Yeah.
wake up Saturday morning, get on, you know, we all go scroll and look on, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Then I look at my phone, oh, text message, dude, cousin, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
That's the reason why I mentioned, man. This has been a cold year, my brother. It's been like a roller coaster ride. It'd be up, it'd be down, it'd be up, it'd be down. For all that, I give all praises like every day just to know that you can wake up with those two best gifts ever, those eyeballs to open, bro.
I thank God for every
Yes,
breath, every eye blink.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, this in the last say 6 months, I've lost 9 maybe, I want to say.
Miss Bent, we are drinking that
Yeah.
yak.
Yep. And here's
What's up, Camouflage? Shout out to Camouflage, the other co-host. He
Camouflage,
doing that
yeah.
thing with Jay Stalin tonight up there, and they in Livermore. Shout out to Jay Stalin, promoting his wine, that West Oakland thing. You know what I'm saying? We connected. We support everybody doing something. You know what I'm saying? Yoka, what's up?
I got to get up on that, man. I'm still slapping that D-boy blues from Stalin and tuxedos now, drinking that good shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Shout out to the boy Flodge. Shout out to the boy Stalin.
Yeah.
One thing I can say about that dude Stalin
Slappers wine.
Jay Stalin.
is that I've been watching him for a long time, and he's been always making correct moves. So,
Hey,
man,
Tommy.
you got my full support.
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy, my favorite kid.
Man,
Yeah.
allow me, man, to just give it up to Jay Stalin.
Yeah.
He from my
Respect.
section, from Cypress Village.
Yeah.
Ooh, that cognac, man.
Yeah.
Slightly went down that wrong pipe.
I know, yeah, it does that
So
sometimes.
excuse me. But Jay Stalin was in our video we just shot like a couple weeks ago at the Dope Era
Okay.
car show. So
Okay.
yeah, he was in Don Julio video. Shouts out to Spider.
But yeah,
producer did,
I seen the clip of that
Yeah,
video. I think you
yeah.
posted it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually me and Big Twan. We got an
Yeah,
album
Big
called
Twan,
Good
yeah.
Hits.
Twan been on here,
Big
yeah.
Twan.
That's the fam. That's love
You
one.
already
It's
know.
good.
Love one for real.
Yeah, so
We ain't trying to kill off.
yep,
yeah.
we ain't trying to kill off nobody, man. We're talking about we sipping. Bring your ass down here one day and get on the show.
I've been rocking with Big Twan when he was doing music with Jay Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember Jay
Come
Cut,
on, man.
Come on, you don't remember Jay
That's
Cut.
Jay Cut, man. That's
Jay Cut.
APG. Out
Oh,
there.
Exactly.
Come on,
Action
man.
Pack
Action
Gangsters.
Pack
Come on, man.
Gangsters.
Action Pack Gangsters.
Yeah.
Man, it's like I said, it's been a hell of a year, but what's
Why I
been
say
therapeutic for
Broski
me.
paved
Yeah.
the way for the Cypress boys.
Yeah,
That's right.
Man. Oh, yeah,
That's
no
real
question.
stuff, man.
All Village Boys though. That's why we got an album called Villbillies right now.
Yeah, I was peeping
me
that.
and Big Twan. And
Yeah.
I did an album called Chupacabra. I revised it. You remember I gave you the sweater when you was doing the movie
Did you?
Vampire.
Did you?
Oh, he got.
Wait, I had it on.
Is he got it
I had
on?
it on yesterday. I did have it on.
Oh,
I
you
thought
did.
it was-
You
yeah.
thought that.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I wear it up quite often.
Oh, and I appreciate that, man.
That's what's up.
Chupacabra, we revised it, brother, and we actually did put it through the Empire. That was one thing about it, like I said, it was therapeutic for me to try to get back on the wave.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do is drop my mom's album, Sweet Charlotte, dedicated to her,
Yeah, that's.
in September. And then shortly on Halloween Day, I dropped Chupacabra,
Okay.
which was solely produced by Louisville Slugger.
Okay.
My brother, you can call him Cuddy. He actually did a lot of product for Mac Dre.
Mhm.
Rest in peace to Mac Dre and all
Yeah.
the Crest Siders, man.
Yeah.
DRE.
DRE, Mac DRE. He did Mac Mall a lot of projects, but actually he did a joint project with me, Chupacabra, and I got several artists on there.
Okay.
D-Wise, Alfago, his son, little Tater Bug. I got Velion,
Okay.
Velquan from the West.
Man, I remember Velquan.
Velquan. Live with Jay Stalin.
Yeah.
But he got his own thing, RNS. Shout out to Vel. I also got, who else? I got a Big Twan on there.
Yeah, Twan. You got Mac Ream on there?
Mac Ream on there.
Yeah, Mac Ream is
Mac Ream on there. Shout out to Mac Ream.
They both been on here.
Mac
Yeah,
Ream,
my
man.
God.
That's my partner.
Yeah.
Now, one thing though I can say about, because I remember when I first got introduced to Mac Ream, right?
Yeah.
And I had heard about him way before I knew him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he reached out and was like, "Hey man, you doing the movies? I'm trying to do my acting thing, right?" And I was like, "Man, I wonder if this cat gonna be kind of arrogant because he done made a little name for himself, right?"
Yeah.
Come on, man, this is
Okay.
the coolest, one of the coolest cats I've ever met in a long time, right? And then that come to you, they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be Broski, this and that." And I'm like, so I remember Steve said, "Man, yeah, Broski." I said,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I said, "You talking about Broski 4 or 5?"
Yeah.
Oh, I already know he's gonna be coming in with a nose in the air and this and that, right? No, that's what I'm thinking. Because when he say Broski, and I'm like, you know what Broski? So I'm thinking legends.
Man, this is good.
So some niggas that's legends conduct themselves a certain
Of
way
course.
that you can't even relate. And then I meet
keep
you
a
and I'm
collection
like,
of
wow,
quality.
and I'm like, sometimes I'll be like, wow, this man is really a heavy part of Bay history,
Mm-hmm.
and we can just chop it
Thank
up
you, man.
like,
I
and we can
appreciate
just
it,
chop it up like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
without
yeah.
without all the rigmarole. Because there's some cats who ain't accomplished 10% of what you've done, and it's difficult to have a conversation with them or reach out to them or do anything with them. You know what I'm saying? Because some niggas have, because I'm gonna go into this.
I'm
This is
humble
one of the kind of
servant.
downfall of some of the Bay Area.
I'm humbly
I think
cocky,
because we so
Very humble.
because we so close to the streets. A lot of cats got a street mentality in the industry. In true business, if you say, "Hey man, you got some movement, let's collaborate," and either person be like, "Well, how much is it?" or "We gonna do favor for favor, whatever."
Word.
But y'all can talk. Sometimes in the streets, though, if you reach out to niggas first thought is, "How can I peel this nigga? How can I gas him?" So sometimes dealing with some of these Bay artists, if you want to do a show with them, they gonna show up with 60, 70 motherfuckers to work with me. Well, shit, how can I juice this nigga for everything he got, or how can I finesse him?
Right.
How can I take a deposit and not show up and then be on the video talking about, "Yeah, I burns niggas," or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
But listen,
Whatever.
man,
Bad
listen, Phil,
business.
you know, one thing I can say that I'll give all praise due for me just being instilled with the character that's been built over the years.
And that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
You got an
over the
exceptional
years,
character.
Thank you, man. And
Some of these niggas is so snobby and
Oh.
they don't even got your resume.
this is where I'm going with it, and you know, and it shows. What's in the dark comes to the light.
True
Let
that.
me tell you, for one,
For sure, Fly.
for sure, you have to understand that I thrive off relevancy.
Mm-hmm.
Being relevant and being the person that I am is what I stand on. I stand on this. I stand on business. I stand on my name. All I have is my name and my word.
Thank you.
Throughout so many years, I've seen the cutthroat Pharaoh. I've seen the back door.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the shiesty. I've seen the under the table. And you know, and that's what comes with it. It's not only here in Oakland; it can go across the whole
Everywhere.
nation. It's the United
Everywhere.
States. It's the United Snakes of America.
Right.
So,
Biaggi had a shirt that said that.
and I got that one. That's
Yeah.
one of them. Rest in peace to Biaggi, man.
Rest in peace to my
Solid,
peace.
that Cuzzo, man. And
Yeah.
what I can say is that I'm ever so blessed. These times is what builds my character. For that, I'm ever so thankful. But God is not done. I'm a work in progress.
Yes,
All of us.
we all
So
are.
I like to be around good, positive
Right.
guys with good, positive vibes, good, positive energy. Like I posted earlier, man. I said my heart pitter patters off good energy,
Got you.
beautiful energy, good vibes. If it's none of that, man, I don't really want to waste no time, man.
Exactly.
And life is too short.
Right.
Life
real.
is so short, man. To be
Exactly.
trying
Oh,
to,
yeah.
you know, I'm about to be 49. Like I said, man, we up at the age where,
I just made 48 plus
see what
one
I'm saying,
Monday.
48 plus 1.
Monday.
49 plus 1 coming up for me.
Yeah.
I hang around a lot of older cats, and sometimes I find younger cats who got old souls.
Mm-hmm.
And I can no knock to those who may be immature, but you got a lot to learn, a lot
They don't
more
learn
to grow, a lot of more room, a lot of space. But overall, just keeping yourself relevant, I think is very important, man.
Right.
The person with the 1 bedroom,
Nothing wrong with one
content
bedroom.
of paying a bill, keeping his chosen circle of folks who he feel that lights up his life and love is enriched. But the person who don't have it can look at it in a certain way, but to him, I don't care, man, to the richest, the most luxurious or whatever, just being rich at heart, man, is where it starts. And yet that's where I come from, because I come from humble beginnings. I was raised in a village, 2-story building with 2 parents, and throughout the whole time, man,
That's a blessing.
that's a blessing. And some who wasn't, I still had friends and family members and loved ones who endured that. But yet I still was able to reflect on that and try to uplift them. I think that's what's important, to keep the uplifting,
You got to.
Right.
you know, and keeping everybody afloat, because,
got
you know, you fall short, we make mistakes,
No.
and we're not perfect, but through God's eyes, you're a work in progress. So don't ever, ever, ever give up. Just continue to keep growing, keep consistency, dedication, commitment, and show them who you are, man. Don't be fake. I am who I am.
There you go.
I'm not gonna act like dude I seen on Instagram, dude on Facebook. Don't worry about all that trying to catch up and, you know, making your mind, your mental get all down and out and get somber, and you worry about this, that, and other. Man, be yourself.
Right.
And
Be yourself.
so I got a question.
What's the name? What's the name of this company before you get to say it?
That one is the.
Because
They don't pay me.
Confessional. They don't pay you, but you can't say it.
Yeah, till they cut me a check.
Till
But
they
I'll
cut you
tell you
a check,
after.
This is something real
Yeah.
good. I gotta pull up again. That's all. Go ahead.
Go
I need
ahead,
to
go
catch
ahead. Pull
whistle.
your own. Hey,
Man.
we ain't stingy. We
No,
got a
I know.
plethora.
I appreciate it. He said a plethora.
You gonna know
That
about me.
nigga used plethora in a
Plethora,
sentence.
yeah.
That nigga used plethora in a
One thing-
sentence. That nigga got vocabulary.
Yeah,
I ain't
One
mad
thing
at
I ain't
that
never
vocabulary.
seen
Yeah.
is
Salute,
a
man.
turtle with speed and the hole that I need.
Man,
But I always
oh,
keep my
shit.
drink.
The vocabulary and the info all
what
at
I'm
once.
saying?
Hey, y'all better
What I
look
tell
out.
you, hey, conversation run the nation. Procrastination is a violation.
And it's just
Hand me my
information if you don't
money,
make
bitch.
that application, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
McDonald's is hiring, flip fries ahead or make pies. But anyway, them thighs gonna divide, and when you multiply what I provide, you always gonna give me mine.
And
Ooh,
how many served? Over how many?
100 billion, sir. Hey, but
Oh man, I couldn't wait to get on this show, man. That's why I said, man, you can fall back.
hey,
relax.
we
I
you
see
know
how y'all do it, man.
It's kind of like a conversation run the nation.
Guess who I seen earlier?
Who?
Shouts out to Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffology?
Yeah.
That's the homie.
Seminary
All
Tiff.
day.
I was
Oh,
on-
Seminary Tiff.
Yeah, Seminary
Shout out
Tiff.
to Seminary Tiff been on the
Not
show.
Tiff, no, shout out to Tiff too.
Yeah.
Tiff, bring my
Yeah.
pussy.
Shout out to Seminary Tiff. Yeah.
Seminary Tiff, she
FOD.
told me she was here like a couple weeks
She
ago.
was-
I seen
yes,
that, yeah.
yes.
I told her I was on my way here.
Yeah.
Fact, she outside.
Seminary Tiff. Oh, bingo. Okay, he finna open the door.
And
But Seminary Tiff, salute always. And I support everybody. You know, I don't do none of the hood politics. or
Seminary
nothing.
Tiff is real.
I'm able
Seminary
to.
Tiff.
Making moves.
I'm able to.
Yeah.
You know, because I
Speaking
don't
of
do
her,
that.
the reason why I say it, because she's a humble
Yeah.
sister, humble soul, and I had
And
to
a
give her.
bar spitter.
Oh, bar spit.
She got bars galore.
When she had the,
She been on?
Yeah, I know she was on, and then I seen a post that she had the other day. I think Hooker Boy posted it too. Shout outs to Hooker Boy.
Oh yeah, that's the homie. Been on here too.
I
That's
had-
the homie.
Yeah, I had to tell her. I said, man, you know, you said you the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
Speaking it in manifestation, because she said she told her
Got to.
moms I was gonna bump. You seen that?
Got
I seen
to.
that. And I'm a
Affirmations.
firm believer with the affirmations. So I've been spiritually inclined, man. I don't take it personally. I take it spiritually.
There you go.
And because when losing, not only family members are taking losses, learn that there's lessons, and you know that there is the ancestors and elders that's ever so cheering on
your
for
DNA.
us. So keep pushing. Let that air blow up underneath them wings and get the flapping, man. Because you know,
The pride is when I'm gonna give y'all a gem. This is something you'll get at 3 in the morning. Y'all know me with them 3 in the mornings. I'm finna give you an ism of real shit. Every person in your family, your circle, your whatnot that passes that had true love for you, they become an ancestor. Just like we call the older people living in our families the elders.
Absolutely.
After an elder, you become an ancestor.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and ancestors are the wavelength of energy
Absolutely.
that flows Because energy is one thing that cannot be destroyed or created.
You cannot.
I'm gonna get, like I
Talk
said,
to me.
there's some shit you're gonna get at 3 in the morning, but I
Yeah.
get to you right now. Maybe you be asleep when that shit click.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But nevertheless, it's gonna be high frequency.
So you
Yes, sir.
always, and we hear, but I had a praying grandma, but I had a praying auntie.
So did I.
So
Yes,
we
sir.
we hear that and we know that, and those things matter because throughout the annals of history, that's been us.
Yes, it has.
Everything with us is encoded in us.
Absolutely.
Everything.
It's in us,
We
not
are
on
the
us.
micro
Absolutely.
compressors, microcomputer, the
Come on with it.
supercomputer.
Come on.
We are all that.
Melanated.
Hey,
First time I
it's
met my
worth
grandmother,
more
she
than
told me
gold
to get off her porch.
per gram.
First time I met
So-
my grandmother, she told me to get off her porch.
She didn't like you yet. You was probably a little fat kid, and you probably was.
No, that's like 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you was a fat man. So, no, I'm just playing. You know, I'm fucking with you.
I'm like, yeah, fuck her though. She abandoned my mother though.
I get. Well, here's the thing I will say to that. Through the annals of history, we've had trials and tribulations, and like you said earlier, people that don't know, and everybody don't handle everything the way we want them to handle things.
Word.
Do you be you? People get the
Authentic.
information and the lesson at their own time.
Absolutely.
I think the problem
That is so
with
true.
us is we expect us from everybody because, and I know. Don't get me wrong. I'm one
When
of
you
them
hear
dudes.
me earlier, I'm like, oh, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have went.
I can be honest. I can attest to it.
Absolutely.
I expect me from everybody because I'm.
That's how you keep you disappointed.
And true. And at the same time, like DMX said, DMX said it best. I'm gonna use X's.
Come on with it.
Because he said, yeah, rest in peace to X.
DMX. Word up.
He said, man, expect people to be who they are. Expect a thief to be a thief.
And
a
accept
liar to
them
be
for
a
who they
liar.
are.
Yes, sir.
And when you put your expectations on someone else, you disappoint yourself. You don't disappoint them. You disappoint yourself when they be who they are.
Right.
And it's a double-edged sword because you hope that someone will be as honest, as righteous, and whatever, and
Standards as you.
is you.
Word.
And you get disappointed. That's like betrayal never happens from a
I've been
stranger.
learning that lesson since the 90s.
I said in one song, my betrayal, I put him in a cross. Crossed him. Because it's already done. What we are is standing on righteous. Valor, of course, on the front line.
Right.
So we can't afford to have those to be betrayal amongst us is the worst. The worst epidemic to man is division.
Right.
Yeah.
We have
Right.
much more power and strength through unity. Like you
The
said,
ego and pride is
On your-
Oh, the ego and pride.
Remember, you I saw your post and then I commented. I said, "Scars build character."
there it is.
I learned that in elementary school
Building character.
from my circle square.
Word. Circle square.
Yeah, you
And-
can't have a square without a circle. If
Hey.
you know, you know.
And listen,
You know.
And listen, and through that, saying that, man, it means like, hey, T-I-F-N-E is in the building.
But
It's
scars build character because at the end of the day, we have to go through it to grow through it. You know, we have to.
Absolutely.
And just like shit, let's we all of age. Remember the days we was in junior high? When the girls we liked it, the dudes who was older than us and would come pick them up.
The R. Kelly.
I'm in the 8th
Yeah,
grade.
them
Them
niggas.
niggas
Yeah.
pulling
I'm
up.
just
Them
saying.
niggas pulling up with the
Pulling
beat.
up with
Shit like that. And notice I said junior
Right.
high.
I
Right.
can't. I'm
Junior
in the
high.
8th grade. They picking
You
up.
feel me?
I
You
couldn't
drink to
compete
that,
at
man.
all.
Them niggas
I'm just
pull
saying.
up and snatch my girl.
Exactly. You're like, man, how can I compete with this nigga?
I ain't even gonna lie.
But that taught us.
First time I ever got me a dope sack was not necessarily because I needed money.
Oh, yeah,
Was because I wanted to be a D-boy so that the broads would like me.
So, but I'm just saying, in life, the things we go through, the battles, the wars,
But that seasons you.
right? Because
Did you bring some crispy crunchy?
the
You didn't get through that.
the battles, the scars, the wounds, everything we go through in life molds us and helps us to
There you go. Come on
to
with
put
it.
us in position of where we are.
Come on.
Because I'm from the era where I was single digits when I learned to swim in 10 plus feet of water, where the motherfucker threw you in the pool.
Yeah.
And
That was the old school way.
And I learned to swim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it wasn't traumatizing or nothing, but the scars.
No doubt.
And I'm just saying you gotta grow through it to go through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I told you, remember on your post, I said scars build character, because if you don't go through nothing, not saying that you can't build in a sin, because there are no absolutes, but you got to get battle tested. You got to go through it. You got to deal with the shit, even in the trenches. If you was out there in the back in the day, because I remember the 3 for 50, 7 for 100. Yeah, I remember them days.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You had to get your bundle stole to
Oh,
know that I can't put my bundle here. I'm just saying, you get that at 3 in the morning.
And I remember when everybody had
It will get
50,
snatched.
and I remember niggas saying, man, we gotta go out of town and getting on a Greyhound bus and going to a town called Tulare.
You know where I was from?
Fucking
I was
Tulare.
raised in West Oakland, right in Ghost Town. Telegraph, right across the way. There was a guy named Holloway. Shout outs to the Double Up. 20 for 40, 40, 80, 80 quarter, and then on and on and on and on.
Right.
That was a means of hustle.
You got to.
Just know that it's all a process and a progress in the making. And guess how many L's I took before I can get a win. So that's where the scars build your character.
Hell, that's when I learned the phrase.
What's
Charge
what's
it to
in
the game.
million? What's in billion? At least 2 L's.
Hey,
There you go, Lisa.
that's when I learned the phrase. Charge it to the game.
You got to.
Yeah.
Chalked.
I remember one day.
I remember going
in
to
the
the, I
Dubs,
remember going to the
motherfucker.
West and buying a zip, and the dark and niggas like, come on, man, you get one. And get home, and that shit was about 90% baking soda.
Right.
Hey, what did he say? Thought he had cane, but it was gold, man, a flour.
Hey, and then we come back like, hey man, this shit bunk. Niggas like, you left from here, nigga. I don't know if you switched it up or what. I'm sitting there like,
That's when you learn.
okay. And
That's
somebody
when you
else
learn
said-
you gotta bring
somebody
your
else
thing
said,
and your
charge it
tester
to-
with you.
Somebody else said, charge it to the game.
You got to bring your tester with you.
And that's what I learned throughout the industry. I heard you mention the industry, and I also got to mention in the streets.
Yeah.
And that's like a
That's the same as
ideology.
industry.
That's the ideology that I like to always put out there. And from starting out at 17, once I got with 415,
There you go.
there was a time when it was a freelance of hustle, independent.
Yes.
You would ride up the street and you would hear Too Short, 75 Girls. You would hear the Stanley Burrells.
Shout out to
You
him.
would hear the Bad Influence.
Rest in
bad.
peace.
The
Rest in
delinquents,
peace.
shout outs to delinquents, man. We was at
Yeah,
Yoshi.
that-
Did you hit the Yoshi?
I didn't go to
The
Yoshi's.
alleyway. I was there, man.
And they was just
Cats
on
don't
White
remember
Out.
the
Shout out to White Out and Bay Life Radio. They just was on there Monday on my birthday.
White Out.
I drove by there and was like, "What's up?" After when they was on.
They don't
But
remember
yeah.
Underground Rebellion.
Underground
Ooh.
Rebellion. Shout outs to Marcel Cotton. Rest in peace. Went to school with him.
You know, Underground
Underground
Rebellion,
Rebellion and
Under
Julie D.
Surveillance.
Under surveillance.
Shout out to J-Mo from the Dub Murders all day.
Shout out to my cousin Shady Nate.
Oh, shout out Shady Name. We got, hey, bruh, hey.
I told somebody the other day.
I'm lining it
Yeah,
up,
that's
man.
family.
I'm
I
trying
told
to
somebody
get
the other
any
day,
everybody
his
else.
song-
I can get him over here, man.
His song,
Line
Planes,
it up,
Trains,
bro.
and
Planes,
Automobiles,
Trains, and
I'm-
Automobiles.
is probably a top 10 bass song ever.
Did you know I was a big?
I'm a
I
humble
was a big
servant of the
fan
community.
Of Shady Nate. I've been a big fan. He
Shay
always called me
Nate's
Big Cuz.
a true talent.
They've been the hardest out. If you don't know, check the blueprint. Shout out to Jay Stalin Live.
Shout out
Wire.
to
Jay
Start
Stalin.
with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah,
Now, if
start
you
with
come
that.
back and say that you ain't feeling him, then I'm not feeling
Yeah,
you.
Fly
You're not
said,
feeling
Fly
him.
said, Jay Stalin said he coming on. I'm like, good. Set the date. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
You
do
know,
it.
y'all already know from the beginning. I've been a humble servant in the community. I'm trying to give a platform for everybody to come and say what they got going,
I appreciate
doing what
that,
they
too.
doing. Because
No doubt.
once again, the thing about us in the Bay Area, and unfortunately, what happens is you got a lot of people. I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but you do have entities throughout the Bay Area that block people and whatnot, and for whatever, I don't know. I'm not. Like I said, I don't do the politics. I'm not a
I respect
politician.
that. I
I'm an
respect
executive vice president of a union.
Yeah.
So it means I talk to some important people.
I don't do the
But
politics.
I don't do the politics.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, you doing something? Let's come and it's good. I don't do none of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a straight up and down nigga like 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I
That's straight
mean,
up
you know,
and
there
down.
is politics though, and that's one thing though, is that one thing I've noticed about the Bay lately, especially amongst the younger rappers that's coming out,
Yeah.
is that the politics is way heavier.
Why? And do you think there's a reason?
Heavier.
What reason do you think
Well, I
I
think
don't know.
that
why it's more heavier? Because it's always been an issue.
I think
Social
that is
media,
the, I think
internet.
that well, I think that a lot of it is that, like I said, one thing about the Bay Area that's been a gift and a curse is the gift of the Bay Area is a lot of you don't get a lot of actors here in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
You know, like you go to other places and a cat get to rapping, and we just hear about that cat, and then when he go mainstream, and then you start having people from his soil be like, oh, he was never around, or he's not like that.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of cats in the Bay Area, if you not authentic,
Yeah.
a lot of cats in the Bay Area really come from that.
Yeah.
And the thing is that for a long time, we didn't necessarily have the gang mentality. Like LA,
Oh, yeah, we are. That shit got booted
we
out
was
of here
more
quick.
crews, turf, this and that.
Word.
So if this particular turf didn't like you, the rest of the town didn't like you, wasn't mad at you because of this. But now with the
Politics.
with the particular cliques that's out here,
And it's
K's,
divided.
Stubbies,
Yeah,
the
that's
fours,
a
the this
division.
and that.
That's a division.
Now you got people who ordinarily wouldn't necessarily have a problem with you, but their alliance it don't fuck with your alliance. So now if you come out and you repping a particular thing, well, half the Bay is automatically your enemy.
Yeah. Now,
Even if they never met you, when before it wasn't
Okay.
necessarily like that.
Okay.
Like if Ghost Town and Acorn was funkin',
come on.
that didn't mean nothing to me on 82nd. You see what I'm saying?
Not at
So
all.
I would listen to both them rappers.
Of course.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But now if I'm part of an alliance and you say, well, I'm down with this, and Blood over here's down with this,
Yeah.
well, I don't know Blood, and he on a whole nother part of town, and he might even be over in Antioch, but now based on that, I don't like him. In fact, if I see him, I'm gonna try to do something to him, and vice versa, and that
gotta
has
get out of
made, and that has really made, and that has made, and that was always the thing that stopped a lot of LA rappers. Niggas would be platinum across America, and there'd be certain parts of LA that they couldn't step foot in.
Yeah.
Right.
But we was different, but now, even though it ain't Crips and Bloods, it's a similar model.
It's the same thing without the colors because we got
Right.
we
And that's-
got turfs,
and
we
I
got
don't-
spots.
And I don't know. And right
Yeah.
now, it's a group of rappers that I really like personally. Like, I like dude music, and I've been looking on Instagram last days, and niggas is really going at each other's necks.
Right.
Calling each other, claiming niggas is snitches and promising to
Yeah,
hit
I
this
don't-
nigga with the
I
clip
don't
and
know,
this
I
and
don't get
that.
it
And I be like, wow, I like both of y'all.
Free Jack, what's up, bro?
Free
You
Jack
know?
in the building. Free Jack,
What's
shout out to
happening?
Free Jack. Yeah.
So it's
Free
crazy
Jack
to
just
me.
produced my album. We got an album coming out. That's Free Jack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
All right,
Free Jack.
Jack.
Hey,
Get on
Real
there.
Richmond.
Yeah.
We got Real Richmond.
and
in the
whatever
building,
y'all
man.
doing tonight, y'all go tune in to Baylaws.
Bay
Go watch
Laws.
that.
Go
And
see
hey, if you
Baylaws.
say, well,
You
I
know
already
what?
saw it, well then you know what? If you already saw it, before you go to bed tonight, put that motherfucker on and let
And
it
you
play.
can see
And let that
Broski
man
in
get
there
that
along with
streaming.
Glenn Plummer and Omar
Yeah.
Omar
Gooden.
Gooden.
Mhm.
And Brother Broski. I'm in there. Thank you,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, my boy Boog is off in that.
Yeah.
Michael Gerard, this and that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
boy,
Salute.
David
That's
Harrison.
I'm
It's a lot of,
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot
That's
of
a lot
cats
of good
that.
raw
There's a
talent.
lot of cats in that movie
Raw
that I
talent.
fuck with the long way, and I especially fuck with
Free Jack, man. Listen, thanks, but no
Free.
thanks. Coming out soon. We got an album.
Oh,
Free Jack, man.
I need that. Man,
Hey,
we need
Free
some-
Jack been
Hey,
doing this, because when you go to Free Jack house,
Yeah.
nigga, you see platinums on the wall.
That's what's
Not
up.
not a lot of niggas can do that.
That's what's up.
Shout
So-
out to Free Jack, man. It's
Free
Cognac
Jack,
Confessionals.
guy. He been on here.
Let me-
You already know. When you ready, let me know. It's
Let
good.
me land.
Come
Let me
back
land
on.
on the subject
Yeah.
matter we was talking about as far as the politics. I think it's important to take a stand on it because you got to understand first of all the source and the resource come all the way back. The foundation comes back from Black Panthers. So there was no Blood or Crip involved. Although that was birthed from that, we know that history. Since then, 1974, I was born.
Me too.
So, therefore, when we was coming up, most of the Crips or Bloods did not soak up. It was like water to a rock. Not one Crip or Blood or any gangbanger would come and try to infiltrate what we had, which was a valor. We stood on the front line about ours. For those who know, Free Jack, we know we stand on ours, right, and on a line that must be pushed. But it's for the people, right? It's not for the people to be destroyed. It's for the people to build.
Right.
So when you're in a position to be the voice like me, if you hear most of my music, I'm Brother Broski. I'm your brother. I am the one that can stand up. I can be the one that can lift you. I can be the one that be able to commence to build with you. That's who I am. I'm not the enemy. We know who the enemy is.
Right.
In this day and age, we should know who the common enemy is. Stop being so anti with your brother or your sister, downgrading your sister or downgrading your brother. Get to a point in life where we can move forward, push forward. Another thing I was going to land on. In comparison, you see Detroit, you see New York, you see Florida, you see down south, the way they can move in the unity front.
Because it's the next man up mentality, and everybody supports everybody.
Come on.
To keep it going.
Come on.
Here we too polarized. I'll say.
Okay.
And I love where I'm from. I love where I've been.
Yeah, this culture.
I'm my dad from East Palo Alto, my mom from Oakland, so I'm Murder Dubs, PA in the game, and I got mob ties with family. So just keeping it a.
My family. My family moved to Menlo.
Everybody who I'm related to, you be like, whoa.
My family moved. They moved to Menlo in 1948.
I worked out there.
My grandfather and his brother came out here. My grandfather settled in Hunters Point, and my uncle Linnell. They came in 1948. In fact, they came in 1945 because they came back from World War II.
1945.
They came back from World War II.
Yeah.
And they was walking around in their uniform.
In the city.
No, they came in Texas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the white men came to their mama and said, "Some people ain't feeling your boys walking around all proud." Go ahead, man. And they said, "Your boys too proud. Your boys walking around too proud." In fact, they look like they ain't got respect for white people no more. And you know what they did? My grandfather and his uncle caught on
my torch is in the car.
They jumped on a train, but they didn't buy a ticket. They jumped on a freight train and came here. And my grandfather went to Hunters Point, and my uncle Linnell went to Menlo. And so it's been a branch of my family in Menlo since 1945, and it's been a branch of my family in Hunters Point since 1945. These and on my daddy's side, they went to Richmond to work for Kaiser. So in the shipyards in 1941 to build the ships for the war. So my family on both sides
that was
the first migrant, because my grandfather and his brother came from Texas, and my daddy and his family came from Louisiana.
That's where my family from.
So all the people from Louisiana,
Texarkana, and
St. Louis.
Now this is how the migration go. If you was in Mississippi, a lot of the people in Mississippi migrated up to Detroit to work in the auto factories. That's why every nigga you meet in Detroit got family in Mississippi. Every nigga in Richmond, they recruited from Louisiana. They went to Richmond to work in Kaiser. And then a lot of the people from Texas went to West Oakland and Hunters Point to work the shipyards.
True.
So if you really know your family history,
I know.
and if you a long-term real Bay Area resident, your original family is either gonna be Menlo, East Palo Alto, Hunters Point, North Richmond, or West Oakland.
Because the port.
Because you couldn't even move to East Oakland.
You couldn't.
Because black people couldn't move to East Oakland to the 60s.
Havens Court from.
This was the white folks.
Remember Havens Court between East 14th to Foothill?
That was white zone.
Yeah, back in the day.
In fact, I'm gonna really blow your mind. That to get to Sobrante Park, Sobrante Park was actually a gated community. That hook right there, it was a gated community to keep niggas out. As deep as niggas rep Sobrante Park, Sobrante Park was actually a neighborhood that advertised ain't no blacks and ain't no Mexicans in here.
So I'm gonna give you another ill-ism of the game.
You mean the ill-ism?
So just like with Menlo Park, East Palo Alto. So you got Menlo Park here, Willow Road, then you got East Palo Alto,
Right.
and then you got Palo Alto,
Palo Alto.
where Stanford is.
Not East Palo Alto.
You got Palo Alto,
Yeah.
different county, different everything.
Right.
Then you have
Now, that's
Palo.
when my homeboy shout outs to
Listen, hold on.
Okay, got you.
Then you have Atherton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Atherton.
Atherton.
I'd never Atherton.
You have Menlo Park right here.
I see.
Atherton would be like Alameda. The Atherton is one of the top 10 richest neighborhoods in the country.
Yeah, that's Silicon Valley.
And been like that.
Forever.
Yes.
Oh, forever.
I grew up where, here's the thing. So you got the catwalk that goes over the freeway, 101. So Menlo Park is this side of the freeway. You go over the catwalk, which goes over 101. Now you on the other side of Menlo and into Atherton. We talking about millionaire status in the 80s and the early. Like you were saying about where Facebook headquarters is now. Me and my cousins
Dunbar Bridge when you get
off the Dunbar. I remember when Dunbar Bridge. Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
We used to hunt.
I remember when Dunbar Bridge was a wood bridge.
Yeah. I kid you not.
Right.
Dunbar Bridge used to be a wood bridge. I remember when they shut down the wood bridge and got the current bridge. But where Facebook is now, right off Bayshore, Bay Road over there, we used to ride our bikes through there because it was a salt patch. It's still a salt patch. But we used to ride our bikes through because it was a wildlife preserve.
In fact,
where Facebook headquarters now, we was junior high, middle, elementary school, because we all, I come from the era where
Let me tell you something.
you had to be, listen to them, you had to be at home before the street lights came on. And they actually,
about that.
when I was with my dad's side, the street
inside.
lights didn't matter. We was out till we came home.
That was a different
Let me
story.
add something to that.
Mom's side was, nigga, you better be in front of the house when the fucking street lights.
I was
My
raised in that- I was
stepfather
in that
worked.
era. Trust
You
me.
talk about them salt patches?
Yeah.
My stepfather worked for Leslie Salt.
We
And
had
the salt
we
patches,
used to
they
fuck our
harvested.
pants up.
They harvested the salt out of there. Now this is tell you how cold the game is.
All right.
The city and the county and stuff like that harvested the salt.
How we
And
get
then
over
let-
here? How we get over here to? We got over to EPA.
Other-
we got over to
But Leslie Salt would literally give the city
salt.
just basically a few pennies, and then they would package the salt up. At one point, there was nobody in America. You couldn't go into a house in America and Leslie Salt is the can with the girl pouring the
Yeah, I know
salt.
what you're talking about.
Everybody had that in their
That's how
house,
these
white,
niggas
black,
is. There's a lot of
whatever.
salty niggas around.
But I'm just saying though is that
Let me see your torch.
they gave
I got the lighter in my torch.
the city
Same
basically
here.
gave the city gave that salt away,
Well, check this
and they
out.
packaged it and sold it.
There's a lot of niggas salty around here, man.
I can't
That's
understand
usually
why
a good
though.
example. That's a good example.
Niggas Mortons, and we ain't talking about
Mortons.
steak.
You know the reason why I can't understand why niggas is so salty? Because in my era, you could go out, spend thousands of dollars just to
I gotta
make
stay
one
away
song.
from these niggas. I gotta stay away from salt. I went to the doctor the other day.
Yeah.
He
My
said your high blood pressure
was
was
highly-
high.
I'm
I'm getting older, y'all. Shout out
highly
to
allergic to whole ass
Let me
niggas.
tell you
Yeah, and
something.
highly allergic to whole
I
ass
remember
niggas.
I remember
That's
being
so
19. I remember it being 1992, and me and
Hey, yeah, I
Boots,
graduated from high school.
me and Boots from the
Shout out
crew
for Whoop.
would go over
Boots,
to
shout out to Boots.
would go over to Hyde Street Studios.
Yeah.
And our sessions would be from midnight to 8. And it was $75 an hour, 8-hour minimums.
That sound like
And
some
we
grill
was making,
prices.
but here goes the thing. Boots' father was kicking in a few dollars. I was making $4.75 an hour. The whole motherfucking check was $400 for 2 weeks, right? But we would some kind of way scrape up the money to do these 700, 8, and you know what? It would be one 8-hour session of just doing the strings. Another 8-hour session, so to do a single song would cost about $3,000-$4,000.
Because he was getting
Niggas would manage some kind of way to do an album costs about $30,000.
Check
Right?
this out. Check this out. Yeah, go
Hold
ahead.
on, let me hear.
No, go ahead.
So niggas would spend damn near 30,000, and other niggas would spend this amount of money and make an album, and maybe sell 100 copies out of T's Wozy, right? A nigga can get on the computer.
What's the one that still be riding a bicycle? I just seen him.
That's Larry.
That's Larry. Yeah.
Shout out to Larry.
Shout out
But
to
my
Larry.
point is that
got
nowadays,
you got them chocolate.
Oh
chips,
yeah, you know,
guys.
I'm on it.
well, my point is that
I'm
nowadays a nigga can spend a few $100
universe.
and make 100 G's off of a song. Whereas in my era, a nigga might spend 30 G's or 30 G's to make a song and make back a G. The music business was strictly for rich niggas only. That's why you had to have a ballin' ass D-boy as the CEO. And so I'm thinking niggas from my era should be better, because right now there's a youngster who could sit up in his room right now tonight for no money, make some shit, go viral on TikTok, and make a whole gang of money. So I'm like, what the fuck is you niggas mad at? Because niggas nowadays really make money. There's a reason why when we posed in front of luxury cars, but then you saw us in the street in a Datsun B210, right?
Oh yeah.
But niggas, but I see niggas, in fact, like the niggas I mentioned earlier,
That's the back of that one of them motherfuckers on the way to Disneyland.
But here go the thing. But like the niggas that I mentioned earlier, that I like both crews and they funkin', but I look on this side and these niggas is in Rolls Royces with diamonds. I look on this side, these niggas is in Porsches, and I'm like, what the fuck is you niggas mad about? Because you niggas is living a life that we couldn't even imagine. In fact, if in 1991, 1992, if I'd have said I'm getting a Rolls Royce, niggas was in like, man, I'm cool off P, because he talk that stupid shit. But in 2023, it's certain niggas, if you say, man, nigga, I'm finna get me one of them Bentleys, and niggas be like, man, pull up in that bitch when you get it.
Right.
Shout outs to Fabby.
And I'm just saying, and I know tribes is gonna conflict and stuff like
Shout
that.
outs to Fabby Davis, man.
But I'm just saying though, is that the opportunity to get paid, the opportunity to live a dream life is so much there. And I'm like, why are you niggas so mad? Because you niggas is living a life that this niggas in my era damn near would sell their mama to get.
Listen,
So
let me tell you, man.
Y'all living so good.
Listen,
now.
that's ever so true what he's saying, and this is where we at from then and now. There's so much to be thankful for and grateful for, and when you speak in terms of that, you have to understand. I seen I posted it. I don't know if I sent it to you. I think it was Morgan Freeman. When
God.
Yeah, and he was. It was
The voice of God to
It was a
niggas.
movie he was explaining about people pray for patience, but God will give you the opportunity for patience, so on and so forth. Pay attention. These times, day and age, you will be very thankful and grateful for the opportunities.
Yes.
That's the word, opportunity for you to
way
wake
more
up
opportunity now.
and be better than you were yesterday, the better version than you was yesterday. Better people, better insights, better thoughts. Pray for these things. Pray to work through you, and pray more than ever. You know why I felt some kind of way today? I was kind of like spiritual. I'm always spiritually inclined, my brother. And I was like, if I was to leave today, these not thoughts, but if I was to leave today, what is the prayers that I'm putting out on a constant? And I found myself praying more. Just even people was looking at me thinking I'm talking to myself, but let me let you know, man, prayer is ever most and ever so gracefully in what God can hear in conversations. I don't care. Those who may not believe in it, it's so powerful, man. You must understand.
When you're talking to yourself, who you talking to?
God himself. And those instincts you
Thank
hear, those instincts when he tells you to go right instead of
who you
left,
talking to?
you going left, but he told you to go right.
Who you talking to?
It's just, listen.
I saw a meme that said, some people call it energy, some people call it spirit, some people call it vibes, but it's all the same thing. One thing you got to learn to do is to be quiet and listen to it and
some
heed
discernment.
accordingly.
You have to.
It said
You have
because
to
it's because if you get past the labels
Yeah.
and this and that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like some people are saying, "Oh, I don't pray.
Right.
I meditate. I
Right.
don't believe in all that." Be like, but you know
What I'm
what?
saying, it's still a spiritual
It's
space.
all exactly. And so once you get past the labels,
Thank you.
it's
Right.
it's a thing, and this is and it's based on
If
thousands and thousands and thousands of years
Yeah.
of wisdom.
Because
You know?
Listen, remember you
Because
said
they're
your
oppressive.
grandmother, not to cut your wisdom.
yeah, go ahead.
Because my grandmother, I forgot to tell you, I got a book I'm writing on.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And
Talk about it.
And I would love to, because I want to do an insert if you don't mind
Let's
me
do it,
sharing.
no, bruh. We here talking about you. We've been
Yes.
talking, but
Right, I know.
what's
but
happening?
I don't mind. 'Cause
No,
I'm
it's
glad
good.
This is
Conversation running nation. We don't never script nothing. We just let the
Confessionals, man.
conversation
He's a
flow.
Cognac. So I got a book called Poor Man's Dream:
Okay.
The Present, Past, and the Future. And I want you guys to get a glimpse of it. This is chapter 2.
Mhm.
This is one of my insightful chapters that's part of the book. It's Poor Man's Dream: The Present, Past, and the Future. So it's the upbringing of Brother Broski in my time. So all right, let me start it out like it was May 2nd, 1997 in West Oakland. We'll start about 12:20 p.m. when an armored truck collides into a 1991 Buick Regal at the West Grand Market. A truck skidded and overturned. The back doors of the truck I tallied up a list of clients that owed me the credit that I handed out during the previous month of April.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So leaving my grandmother's house in the village of 24th and Chestnut, I attempted to head towards the Infirmary Park to possibly meet up with a few dope fiends just to get off a bundle. I hear a sudden burst yelling, "The armored truck just flipped over. The fool's got hella money." And that's the moment when I realized the most expensive thing we spend time in, which I wish I could rewind the hands of time and spend wisely. But guess what? It's a poor man's dream.
I like that.
Right on.
I had a friend came up 40 G's off that.
All right, hold on.
I
Wait a
had
minute.
a friend that gave
Like,
my brother 200.
And when you see the shit in
them,
them poetry form, they give them the snaps. They do that shit. That's what they do. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna give you the equivalent of that of
the snap, the click clack click clack with the cognac click clack
Yeah,
cognac.
glass empty. Party foul.
No, he's yours is
Still make a click clack.
Yeah. No, you can't clip it.
Oh, you can't click clack.
That's
Out of pocket.
You
that's
can't,
like
you can't
that's like
take
fucking
it
a
with
whore
glasses.
with no condom. That shit is
No, we won't be
blasphemy.
doing that. We won't be doing that, bro.
Hey, we all been to Tijuana at least
What you
once.
I ain't fucking no
Splash,
whores, period.
Splash. Hey, speaking of Splash, little partner,
Cool.
shout outs to Dale Reed.
Oh yeah,
You
shout
got
out
a
to
documentary called Splash.
shout out to the big
Shout out.
homie Sagittarius. Yeah, it's so
My
many
son is
jokes.
Sagittarius.
Fuck, I'm fucking up.
Sagittarius. What's going
Dumb as
on?
fuck.
Fucking up. Got a
Shout
hold
out
on.
to
Lord,
shout out to
hold
Lil
on.
D because he be doing his thing. Shout out
Shout out
to
to
Fab
Lil Partner.
with Thug Therapy.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to anybody that's doing something positive, trying to.
Absolutely.
And Instagram
To
shadow
bring-
banned him, and I hate
About it, that negativity always
Shout
tend
out
give
to
away for
anybody and
positive,
everybody
yeah,
that's
Stick with the
trying to
game,
build.
man. If you out there, man, and you need a little bit of game, man, Lil D is literally like game Yoda.
Hey, we was
That
at.
nigga got that game for
I
you,
chopped
man.
it up with him a couple of times. We was at Black Joy Parade, and me and my frat, we was out there, and he was there, and I chopped it up with him.
Hell of a guy, man.
Yeah, very much so, and very, very positive. Very,
Yeah.
it's one thing to go through something and be bitter, but it's a great thing when you go through scars build character. Once again,
that
he's a living testament of
absolutely.
scars
28
build
strong.
character.
28 strong.
Hey, about
And
that
he
28
back like-
strong,
Yeah.
I was doing a project for him, and I was supposed to have a particular deadline. And I wasn't able to hit the deadline, and I hit him, and I said, man, well, I apologize, whoop-de-whoop, right? He said, man, if I didn't learn nothing, I learned patience.
What's the first thing I said earlier?
You gotta have patience.
Patience
It
is.
don't happen on our time.
It's not a
we
virtue.
want
It's a
instant.
talent. It's a talent. If you can build to have a talent to have patience, everything comes right along with it.
Look
You
at
know,
this.
you pray for the patience, man. God will give you opportunities to be patient. So, and little partner, I seen him at Yoshi's.
Yeah.
At Delinquent's thing.
Yeah,
And the love is so genuine. When I seen him, he came over and hugged me, and it was like,
because he's always been a genuine dude. And
Yeah.
think about here. This is just a fact. When you a genuine person, solid, and you solid in your character, who you are, everybody gonna gravitate to you and show you love because there's no chink in the armor. So that's a shout out and a testament to him, Fab, the Delinquents,
There's
to
not
Hammer,
a lot of cats whose resume
to
is solid like that.
Richie Rich, to when I'm speaking of Oakland, you, and just a bunch of brothers from the town and all over.
oh, word up.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Because
to Double R, Richie Rich, man. He the main reason.
I need to talk to D-Loke, man.
Yeah,
we got
D-Loke,
so
man.
many questions, man. We got for D-Loke, man.
I'm just saying, it's just a testament to who you are.
Word.
Because they, like they say, real recognize real. You got so many metaphors and memes and things that really speak to the true essence of who we are. And like you said, Brother Broski, it was spirituality.
Spirituality.
And the thing is, it's packaged differently because you got to get the youngsters hooked on it some way or another. And we use memes and emojis and now, but it's
That's the language they
hieroglyphics.
speak.
Right,
Listen,
but
man,
it all breaks down to the
packaging
original.
is very important. I'm glad you said that
Now, you know
because,
me, I'm deeper than the motherfucking walls of the.
man, deeper than Atlantis.
Oh,
I'm
shit, here
deeper
go
than-
that ism,
Man,
man.
listen, man,
Hey,
listen,
here go
man.
that ism.
I'm deeper than the walls in the Mariana Trench.
Man, listen, this packaging is definitely coming in form, man.
You
Brother
know what I'm
Broski, aka Brody Loke, will be bringing them a book, like I said.
Please do. We can talk about it. You always welcome here. That's
Thank you,
for
man,
sure.
and that's what I'm all about.
Everything is
I'm all about
open-ended.
welcoming, man, because you know, I got the book, I got the movie.
What we doing?
Shout
Let's
out to
talk
Pharaoh,
about it.
man. We got Vampire in Oakland, man.
Yeah.
Vampire in Oakland. I'm
In
that
fact, I
shit.
just checked Film Hub before I came in.
Okay.
Right now, it's been picked up by about 10 channels, and including Amazon Prime. But I'm still waiting to hear back from Tubi and Peacock. But hey, I got a question for both of you brothers.
Okay.
Come on with it.
Okay, and it brought me mind you. We just brought him up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing going viral, like on Twitter and this and that, where Questlove said that he was disappointed
Mm-hmm.
that he invited Hammer to speak
And Hammer
at his
didn't-
video, and Hammer declined.
So Hammer
But then-
declined him, so it was Questlove.
Right, but
It was
then
Hammer declined all.
yeah, and that's what he
Of
said.
course.
The only thing he accepted was to come out and
For-
show love for
for Pac.
Tupac, but he was cool on the fake love from everything else. You was
KRS
active
one
during
too.
that
KRS
era,
did too.
and
Yeah.
you was active in that era. How do you feel about? How do you both of you feel about what Hammer said about
I
fuck
respect
that
it.
fake love and all that shit?
You said respect it, I respect it.
I respect it
First
because
of all,
go ahead.
you have to understand, the fake love is hot at an all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that shit is like.
KRS-One
Oxygen.
spoke on it.
Hey,
like you
there
said.
you go. That's where I was
So when he
telling
I
you.
didn't see what KRS
When he
was
said
saying,
on
but
the
he
40,
said-
on the
said-
49th year,
49
you fake
years.
with it, have not ever given a Grammy to any hip hop artist or anything to that culture
You
which,
hated
in
on
which
us.
we built. This is a culture we built. So you'll see hip hop
Everywhere.
in a baby commercial. I don't care what Gerber, McDonald's. I don't care what it is, man. Hip hop is across the
Everywhere.
whole globe. It's even up there, probably in Mars.
They got friends. The show that they
It's aliens.
the whole
is
shit
pop
they bit
locking
off
up.
living
Aliens
single.
is Alien. What's the name of that movie?
Aliens in the Hood.
I'm in that movie too. Shout out to
Yes,
Eric
you are.
for putting me in
In
that.
fact, you say,
Yeah,
in fact,
what
you
I say,
say,
what I
hey
say.
man, it's the cat that resurrected and stuff like
Right,
that.
yeah.
Hey, y'all got to see the movie to
Yeah,
understand that
yeah,
reference.
read the book.
You know what? I don't even want to be a rap artist with so much of this politic and this bullshit. Because I'd rather just be an actor and a comedian. Shout outs to Mario Hodge.
Oh, that's my guy. He been on the show.
I heard he over there with Snoop.
He was just with
Come over to
Snoop.
Death Row.
Not only was he with
He was
Snoop,
with
Big
Snoop.
man.
Not only was he
Mario's
with
doing
Snoop,
this thing.
you know he was with her
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, you
He
know
just
who?
picture he
picked up
posted?
today.
All right, so
Was that-
her, you know,
yeah.
her dad is Kenny Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm an iron worker by trade through the union.
Mm-hmm.
Been working with her dad for years. Shout out to Kenny Wilson and her.
Shout out to Kenny. A lot of people don't realize.
A
lot of people don't realize her is from the Bay Area.
Of course, yeah, right here. Her dad is right there. Yeah, through the V and all the Yay area.
To piggyback off what you were saying on the Hammer situation with the hip hop, and exactly the thing is, I respect anybody got an opinion because it's their opinion. Mm-hmm. And you look at what I'll say for Hammer, because for us who here, Hammer is from here. He's probably Hammer's from here.
Yeah, he's from here.
So we can reach out and touch.
My mama went to Mac.
I went to Mac.
And you look at and I'll say this really though. You look at the way the industry as a whole tried to ostracize my man for the shit that all these artists now sucking dick and doing everything to do what he did legitimately back then.
Legitimately.
He was the one who broadened the horizons of hip hop.
50 million dances on a big old stage.
Hammer.
Short note, he was throwing a jab.
He did.
But Tiffany want to say something.
I don't want to start no static.
Don't
start it.
Come on over here.
I don't want to start no static, but and
Facts
I
ain't
love
static.
Hammer and I love Tupac.
Of course, Tupac, of course, represents.
Who else feels that Hammer should have got to street before Tupac?
Oh, definitely.
Well, I can go there with it, but I think we all need our name on the street.
I'd like for them both to have a street.
If you want to go there,
but I'd like for them both to have a
flowers
street.
before they even
But
gone.
if we got to pick one or the other, I would think that Hammer and Ricky Henderson would have been a more deserving of streets before Tupac.
All right, how about this?
And
how about like?
But I'd like for them all to have a street. I'd also like for Seagram to have a street.
Check this
Right,
out. Why give them to when they gone? Like Delinquents got their mural now while they
That was
alive.
last week.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Does not
Let's
have
talk.
a mural, huh?
Delinquents got a mural.
Hammer
No,
don't got a
I'm
mural.
looking for it. And
He's 14.
You're right. But my point is, give it to us while we smelling
Let's say if we wake up in the
I
morning
respect
and the
you
headline
and
is
got love for you. When I talk to you, if I see you in person, I'm gonna tell you now, like, bruh, salute, respect. It's good because what happens is in hip hop in the melanated community, because you niggas that call yourself black is a crayon in a box. That's some shit you get at 3 in the morning, like I've always said.
Melanation.
But we got to get out of the I am only. There can be several. There can be more than one. This is not Highlander. And there's nothing wrong with saluting and paying respect and homage to but at the end of the day, the blessed one is the giver. And you gotta remember that. And we all know these things. The thing is, you've been conditioned so much to where you forget everything that you was taught. And the essence of even everything that's been given to you. You can look at cartoons, you can look at nursery rhymes, you can look at through the annals of history of anything that your antennas, which is your hair, is set to absorb. You've always been set to absorb the real shit. Yeah. But what happens is you get so distracted by the fake shit that you forget that oatmeal tastes better when it's stirred with the hand.
And guess what? Oatmeal is better than no meal.
But let me add a counter to that, though, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm in my grind, right?
I get it.
Sometimes I'm in my grind and I see other niggas sometimes achieving something, and sometimes it can spark a little feeling. Now I'm so much of a player that I'll be like, man, let me get this sucker shit off me, right?
You know what I do?
But it do spark.
You got some
that original feeling. I'll be like, fuck.
You got some that.
These niggas is winning and I'm losing.
You got some that repellent called sucker free.
Yeah, but sometimes it do tap you. Like for instance, shout out to Sean Granberry. He's been going through a lot.
He have, man.
But
shout out to Sean Granberry.
Sean Granberry put together this thing with the cat Roger Hornsby, who plays the dad on BMF, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I had fake told Sean, oh yeah, I'ma slide through.
Mm-hmm.
But on that particular night that the event was, I was literally on my couch with the remote, right? Yeah. And the nigga hit me on some, you still coming, right?
Yeah.
And I said to myself, you know what? Let me not be on some fake shit. Let me get my ass up. So I got up and I got dressed. But when I got there and I'm talking to the nigga Roger Hornsby, right? And I'm looking at the career and he's telling me how he was in Fences with Denzel and this and that, right? And I'm looking at the level that he's doing and I'm like, I'm wishing that I was on that level. But then I'm also looking at the nigga and I'm also thinking that, and no knock on that brother because he inspired me, but I'm thinking, damn, if this man can do that,
you can too.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Right.
And now, and then I told him, I said, and then I had to wonder, you know, how you say give flowers?
You got to.
I gave the niggas flowers and I said, hey man, let me be one.
That's what's up.
I wish that I could do.
But that's where
And he said, man, if you really want to do the shit I'm doing, he said, I can already tell. And the nigga gave me some cool encouragement because he said, I can already tell it's in you. It ain't on you.
Yeah, of course.
It's already in you. You just got to figure out how to do the work.
Thank you.
To get out there. He said, but if you was a hopeless nigga, I'll be like, good luck with that. But he said, no, I feel the vibe that you got it.
Yes, sir.
Just go get it. And then that uplifted me. Right?
And that's what it's about. What we talking
And
about.
so, and I went from coming into the situation
Instead of you being
jealous
mad,
of him. Like, I'm man enough to admit I can get jealous sometimes. So I came into the situation jealous because I'm looking at this nigga like, damn, this nigga ain't no greater than me. But yet, if you compare the resumes, he's 100 times what I'm doing. So I felt a level of jealousy, right? But then when I'm talking to him and the nigga gave me that little bit of encouragement, that upliftment, I then immediately went to the drawing board. In fact, I think when I was leaving up out of there, I hit Mac Ream on the checks like, hey man, we got to do whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. We got to get it cracking. And that's all I'm just saying is that sometimes, I don't know if you can call it hater or jealousy or whatever. Sometimes I feel that, but then I usually always shake it off. But sometimes when you look and you see a nigga doing, you see a nigga living your dream, it's like, give a nigga they flowers. I gave the niggas flowers and I told the nigga, I'm like, hey man, I wish I was there, but I ain't mad that you're there because I see you a respectable dude. Yeah. Man, keep doing what you're doing. And anytime I see a trailer or something and it say that you in it, I'm finna support it.
And that's the best thing you can do. And let me tell you, man, you must mind your own business.
Yeah. You got to.
And you must mind the business that pay you.
Right. So I wasn't wrong for having that.
No, not at all. I mean, because everybody
we
got
human.
feelings.
We are human.
A Kanye West and
we ain't winning no current events.
And take the
y'all want to keep going?
No, check it out.
Cameron.
Let me land on something.
Go ahead. Bring the plane in.
Speech
right.
I mean, we're human.
But you know, ain't nothing wrong with that, Tiffany, my queen. Listen, man, it's a conversation that's needed. And when you bring it up, you can build off of it.
Right.
So let's build off conversations. Let's understand that, you know, jealousy and hatred is a weak emotion.
Right.
But guess what? We're all born to be able to learn.
You got it.
Because I'm still learning. I'm working, man. I'm a working man. I continue to hustle. One thing I do also pray for is new friends. They talk about no new friends. Who told you that?
No, I love new friends. I love meeting new people.
And the reason why I say that, because my prayers are being answered, not because your wisdom.
No, go ahead.
But honestly, I must say, spiritually, I must say, man, as of lately, it's been therapeutic to be able to find a new company of people who are willing to uplift. So those who you never know who you run across. I've ran across some of the best of them that played the game. Uplifting. And you never know when you're in a situation where they may be like, hey, we can, I think somebody who
I can touch you into
I got a number. Do you know, the third degree of meeting somebody?
I like you said that.
Because if you want to know Obama, you can go through one person. It takes one person.
I like you
really
said
want to
that.
see Obama? Come on, bro. Third degree, 33. Brother, it gets deeper than Atlantis. No, I know.
Yeah, I like that.
Trust me, in today's society, you must be rational, logical enough to know that you name it, you claim it. Yeah. You manifest it, it's an investment. And you can rest assured that it'll come to you. All you got to do is put your mind to it and you can do it. With guys like this, I never knew I would run into Pharaoh. And Pharaoh had a movie to present, or run into Free Jack. Shout out to Free Jack. Get me in the movie and I got a soundtrack. rest assured that I'm
Gumbo.
able to do a new movie. I just been announced that I got a potential opportunity. Here we go with opportunities to launch a movie that I've been writing on, along with a book and stuff like that. So it comes, man. And just be patient, be dedicated.
You got to.
Be dedicated and don't ever give up and don't accept a no. A lot of people will throw a no out to you.
Right.
Like as if it's a definite no.
Niggas told me,
What they told you?
hey, Brother Broski wanna come fuck with it. And I said, Brother Broski? Brother Broski willing to fuck with me?
And we've been following each other for
They're
a
like,
minute.
yeah, you down with it? I'm like,
And I was like, when I
nigga,
seen when
Brother
you followed me
I'm
back,
like,
I
I'm
was
sitting
like,
there
okay.
like, nigga, you just told me Brother Broski is down to come fuck with it.
First of all,
Nigga,
Steve,
let's
talking
make
about
it.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga,
That's
let's
the homie.
make it
Steve,
crack.
we go back when I was young. Him and my big brother. Shout out to my big
I've
brother.
been in a couple of
DeLandre.
Steve's movies, and just so he was like, man, I got something for you to do. Could you come do it?
Yeah.
He to be fair, be like, hey, Steve wants you to come do something in the movie. I'm like, it's good.
But hear me out, Steve. We go back when I was young, when him and my big brother they was balling in the village.
Back in the
You
day.
talking about Jay Stalin was just a little baby, and I was just the little young fella.
Yeah.
And then you had all kind of cats that was taking tune and taking acknowledgement and paying attention to Big Steve's. Big
Yeah.
Steve and them was doing
Doing
thing-
their thing.
I mean, I'm talking about beyond just illegal life, but
Just
legal
doing their
life,
thing.
property, owning property,
You got to.
and moving in a positive
Yeah.
position. So when you understand that when you stay and get into the light of positivity, listen, man, you can shoot for the moon. If you miss the moon,
You amongst the
you're
stars.
amongst the stars.
Let me give my nigga Steve a shout.
Shout
it
out
was,
to
it was
Steve.
the early 90s. I had actually already knew Steve for a couple years, but we was friends of friends, right? And I was on 76 in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where you are.
And I was on 76 in
Ooh,
Hamilton. In
76
fact, you know,
in
my neighbor, and Jerry Law was my neighbor.
Jerry Law.
And he
Shout out
rode,
to Jerry Law.
and he
Another nigga that been on here
rode
several
a
times.
beach cruiser with a slick back perm.
He had
Who,
that.
Jerry Law?
He had that
Jerry
new
Law,
edition.
right.
He was on the beach cruiser that
Jerry
new
Law with the
edition.
slick back
My
perm.
secret, did you get
And
it yet?
one day, Steve rides by and he stopped and he said, "Man, this where you at? Whoopty whoop, right?" And I was sitting on
use
my
this.
porch.
Use
No, I didn't want to use that. That thing
No,
was
use
on
that.
fire.
No,
Hey,
use that.
and I was on my porch stressing, right? This was maybe the mid 90s. I was on my porch stressing. And he said,
Oh,
"Man, what's
I get it.
happening with you, man? You all right?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Man, they about to cut a nigga lights off." It was some old shit like that. And he was like, "Man, how much it cost, right?" And I said, "Man, it was like, I think it was like less than $200. But a nigga like me didn't have a dime to my name right at the moment, right? And everything was falling. You know how sometimes you can have moments in life where everything falling apart, right?
Oh.
And this nigga Steve laughed and he said, "You know I'm rich, right?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What that mean?" And he was like, and he peeled me off some
So he
bread.
peeled you off?
And he was
Was
like,
it,
"Man."
was it dollars on the top and 20s at the bottom? Or
But the thing was, he peeled me off some bread. And he said, "Man, I'm rich, nigga. Man, going on and get you." And I went up to ShopRite. I went up to ShopRite. I went to ShopRite and paid the light bill. In fact, the bride was looking like, "Where you get some money
Right.
from?" Right? But I'm saying the thing is that my nigga Steve been balling for 30-some years and always supported and uplifted. And then 30 years later, me and Blood, we still fuck with each other. Now I'm on my feet and everything good, but I still fuck with dude the long way. And he said, "Broski want to do some shit." And I was like, "Nigga, the legendary Broski want to fuck with me. I want to fuck with him."
Hey,
And from there, man, but just saying though is that good people come together, and like my man Shizzle say,
It's,
make sure though, one thing though is that while we're in the process of doing all this living, make sure that you give your people their flowers so they can appreciate
Please do,
it.
because life is so short. Life is so short, man, and life is to be lived, laughed, and enjoyed.
Facts. 'Cause
Listen,
there's so many people that have left off this planet that meant so much to me, and then they left the planet. They left off this planet, and I realized,
I'm gonna give you.
damn, I never gave them. I never
and that makes
gave
you
them
so
a
different.
chance to tell
And
them
that
how
disappoints
much they
you.
meant to
And that
me.
disappoints you, man.
Yeah.
So do it while you're in the living, man.
we've
And I'm talking about, I
almost-
really loved them, and I realized, damn, I never told them what they meant to me.
Well, listen, man, you know, love is the highest vibration, man.
Right.
And so when you on that vibration of love, only nothing but love can come out.
Yeah.
Anything positive can come out
It's
of
the
it.
universe.
Man, listen, man, it's the universe. So just stick on that, and then that's what uplifts me. When you talk about uplifting, you talk about levitation. You can stand up and stand on business. You can stand on integrity. You can stand on morals. You can stand on respect. You can stand on love. And
that.
And I'm so glad I was raised in the dope era. I don't care how much negativity may have been portrayed throughout the dope era.
Scars build
The scars
character.
build character. And I'm so excited to be here, man. Listen, let me tell you, man. Thank you, brother, for y'all even bringing me on here, because these are conversations
we've been trying for a minute, and
Y'all been
it was
doing. Y'all been
it was
doing.
before the
That's why I'm
summer we
here.
were supposed to happen, and you was gonna come, and then you was off. He's like, I want to be here with bruh, and I'm like, it's good. We gonna make it happen when it happens. But that's the thing about the universe. It happens when it's supposed to happen.
Exactly.
It happens organically.
How we meet again,
Organically.
Brother Bro?
We
T.I.F.N.E. I met you the day. Was you over here when Martha was here? Because Martha was
Yeah,
down.
good old Martha. Shout out to Martha.
Shout out to Martha. She braids
out
my
to
hair,
Martha.
man. You know where I met Martha?
Where?
On the set of the Vampire.
Right,
Martha.
good old Martha.
Yeah.
good old Mark.
And I don't exactly know when.
You know Martha live in,
no, I think
you
we
know
lived
Martha
before
live in,
here.
by,
Way before here, huh?
you know
Before
Martha
here.
live by,
Don't tell where she lives.
Continental Club now.
Everybody know
I
where
know.
Martha
That's
lives.
just a vague area. I'm just saying a vague area.
Well,
Shout out to the Continental Club.
well, Tiffany, I know, of course, you know, rest in peace to Zoe the Roaster. And
Yeah,
of course,
my
you being
God,
a family.
murders.
And yeah, you know,
That's
you.
why the M on the hat. Murders.
One of the realest
Wow.
niggas that ever walked the earth,
Hey,
man.
and the
For
cold.
real.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this
Solid,
because
solid.
Big C been on the show, and I was
Big
telling.
C, I'm on his album. On the album we did.
Big C
Alright.
been on the
Next
show,
again.
and I was telling, I was like, bruh, I want to get Zoe on, and like you said, you got to take the opportunity, and that's my bad. I was like, cause I'm from the Dubs, I'm from 19th and 24, and I was-
24. You know, I'm from 24 West Oakland.
I know that, and
Straight up.
I was talking and doing and being patient with people, because I'm very patient with people, because I can't rush nobody to do nothing.
Well, that's very good to
And
have, man. That's a
but because it won't happen on my time. Don't get me wrong. I get frustrated with shit and whatnot, because that's just we creatures of evolved
no doubt.
emotion.
No doubt.
And
We're
it's
a
like,
work in
damn, I want
progress.
it to happen,
Yeah.
but you got to
We're a
ground
work in
yourself.
progress, man.
And that's one of the ones who I was like, damn, I was like trying to get that to happen, and it didn't. And Brotha gone, and I really wanted to.
How long ago was this?
Big C was on shit.
Maybe a year ago.
Nah, it was Big C was on more than a year ago. I want to say.
Yeah, it was almost 2 years.
Yeah,
About
big.
2 years ago.
Yeah, about 2 years. I had Big C on,
Yeah.
and the thing is, there was a trip when Big C was on. My little brother, who usually watches, and Big C was like, "Man, he's like, that's your little brother." I was like, "Yeah, brother." We interact. I'm a groundhog or the turtle. It's a lot of people know who I am, but it's a lot of people that don't know, because nobody really sees a sniper.
No, and nothing wrong with that neither, because you can duck out, boom, bounce back.
Hey, what do you say?
Ain't nothing
You don't
wrong
see
with
that.
that, brother. I truly respect
And
it.
I'm good, but yeah,
Your
I'm
son,
there.
you a Sagittarius.
Yeah, very much so.
My son is Sagittarius.
Good
Is
shit.
this true? Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You've been interviewing me. Is it safe to say that when you're nice, and when you get mean, you get mean?
I am the epitome of. There's no.
You the nicest, but you can be mean
I'll
when.
scorch the earth.
You know why I
to
say
prove
that?
my
Because my
point.
grandmother, may she rest in peace, she's a Cato. She's an Indian, Choctaw.
Native American,
Native.
Native
And-
Aboriginal.
Yeah,
we don't
Aboriginal.
that
And my-
misnomer Indian.
And my grandmother was
Yeah.
such a beast. When she was nice can be, but she was a
You
beast.
piss me off?
She had stories about slapping niggas back in the day.
Yeah, I get it.
And she'd do that.
I'm-
She slapped my dad.
If
But you know my
I don't
Yeah,
have an
don't be
off
playing.
switch.
Pow.
I don't have an off switch, and
Yeah.
and
And
because
my
I
son is
know
Sagittarius.
I don't have an off switch.
Yeah.
I really put myself in the position to not go to that mode, because I don't have an off switch, and I'm in tune with myself to know that I will like a fucking
So-
like, what was that? The Game of Thrones when they had
Game
the
of
dragon.
Thrones, they got a good
I'm the
one.
dragon.
Yeah,
I will
dragon.
scorch the earth if you piss me off and take me to that point, because I don't fuck with people. I'm really a genuinely good dude, and I
I
promote
respect
positivity
that.
and
You
good
are.
energy.
No
but if
doubt.
you go there with me and disrespect and go woo woo, it's like, I will give you a million chances to just like, dude, it ain't that serious. It's just
Okay, I got a question.
But I will. I
go
got
ahead.
more W's than L's.
Tell me
But
that.
I took some L's.
Yeah, well, we all have.
But I'm smart enough to know that I don't miss when I shoot.
True that. Oh, not from the hip. I'm a Pisces, so I'm a very
I get
observant.
those.
I'm very observant.
My
I can
son
go with
is,
the flow.
Yeah,
Kind-hearted.
very much.
But
I'm a giver.
I cut the water off quick. I'll leave a drip. I mean, you might get a drip or two if you get that.
There you go.
And you should be thankful if I give you a
Hey,
drip.
all the left
But I
shoes
move
be
on.
taken out the house,
Man,
and
listen,
you
man.
can't wear nothing.
Listen, not a sandal.
Hey, I squeeze the last tube, the
Every
last
tube?
bit of toothpaste out, and take the batteries out the remote, and put dead ones in there, and unplug the freezer because you can't recharge them. I'm just saying,
Right.
I'm not the motherfucker to play with.
So
I play games, like my dad said. I laugh and joke and talk and skip a little rope, but I don't play games.
Don't play no
I
games.
quit
Play with
elementary
your kids.
school because they had recess.
play with your kids.
Don't play with
So
me.
let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Where's your patience with the growth of seeing let's say not only the Oakland region, but the Bay Area region to be able to overcome a lot of this hatred or the backdooring or whatever this may be that's in the way for us to grow? How much patience do you have? Do you see a vision of it overcoming? Do you see it anytime soon? And
Personally, my investment in it is minimal for perseverance of myself, my mental, my sanity, because the double-edged sword with being a fire sign is we're fire, so we burn to the core. We give 100% plus of us when it comes to committing to something.
And that's
So much it consumes too much,
it can drain.
and I have a lot of responsibilities in my life.
a lot of people counting on
So
A lot of people counting on me and doing what I do. So I've learned, don't get me wrong, I've burnt myself out trying to, because I'm very loyal to a
loyalty is
fault.
what I do.
trying to
and
make
I
sure you're there
appreciate
for
it.
everybody, personal
you
and
can-
professional.
Right, and you can burn yourself out
True that.
just being you genuinely, because I never ask for anything in return. I won't, it's just not me.
You know, one thing I can say, loyalty is no problem.
It's a
What-
double-edged sword.
One thing I can say, and I appreciate that because
Yes.
loyalty and solidarity is the name of one of the albums. Actually, I got an album called Loyalty and Solidarity.
Yeah.
It's an OG call, and that's something loyalty rings a bell when it comes to me. So I'm very, very excited when I hear that word because I think if we have more of that, not only will it be able to move forward, because we ain't talking about backwards.
Yeah.
We
Gotta
talking about
move
moving forward. So
Gotcha.
moving forward with loyalty, and I think solidarity is another thing that I put in place with it. Can also bring royalty because you got to understand, man. Listen,
You got to.
you hear about slave trade, you hear about the slaves and then chained and on the boat.
The Pilgrims
But
had
before-
solidarity in the slave
But
movement.
before all that, there was a kingdom of royalty.
Yes.
So just know that the royalty is in the bloodline. So just know that we stand on that. I stand on that. So all the music you want to hear from Brother Broski from now on is going to be of loyalty, solidarity, dignity, integrity,
We gotta get to that.
unity, opportunity, positivity.
You have to.
You have to, because that's how we're gonna have to grow. So you heard of Brother Broski, but you've seen the ever evolving and progressive black man that I am to be able to stand up.
Don't
and
call
be-
yourself black.
Well,
I get it.
Well,
I know. I get it.
no, it's
but-
appealing to the language. I understand, but
Yeah,
they say the
but-
melanated.
Yeah, thank you.
the melanated
'Cause when
man.
when we use, I'll say this.
Because we know the
It
definition.
ain't
of
what you. It ain't
Yeah.
what they call you. It's what you answer to.
True. No, and I
if
respect that.
yeah,
No, I do. I know where you're coming
and
from.
and we and I don't get me wrong, because I still say black from time to time. I know better.
Trust me.
And it takes a lot to
Yeah.
be like, and I'm like, dude, we gotta stop doing that.
Bro, I'm not gonna knock
spelling,
none of what you're
yeah.
saying. I know what you're saying.
Speaking, spelling.
That go.
Sean Granberry watching. He said, "What's up, her?"
What's up with it? Sean Granberry.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out
see
to
the
Hip Hop
comments
TV.
right there.
Yeah, shout outs to Sean Granberry. Man.
Granberry.
Yeah, may she rest
Yeah.
beautifully in peace.
Yeah,
Chantel,
definitely
man,
condolences,
it's been
man.
it's been
Yeah, you
on-
heavy in the heart and the mind,
But I know
bro.
she's in
With
spirit
you.
with you, and she definitely gonna blow that wind up underneath your wings.
You got an
soaring
ancestor
angelically.
now.
Yeah, angelically,
You got an
man. So
ancestor.
I'm looking forward to getting on your podcast if that push come to shove. I love you, Sean Granberry.
Salute.
Salute. But like I say,
Growth.
growth,
Yes.
maturity, and everything that can be able to help us as a people, because it's important this day and age. I mean, it's a lack of so much that can be fulfilled. There's a void. Well, let's fill it up. Let's fill it up with what needs to be of righteousness. Perhaps this guy just lended his hand out, man. He gave open arms up, told Brother Broski to come through.
Hey.
My voice is to reach out to those who reach out to you. Reciprocate the energy. If they don't give it to you, don't necessarily say you ain't gonna give it to them. Just be the bigger person, bigger and brighter minded, open-minded, progressive-minded person to know that things will get better, man. I mean, you'll be better than the version you was yesterday. Continue to grow and hand those flowers out, like you said, to go so you can smell it. Don't do it when he's gone. Let that man or that sister get it while she's here and alive. So
Exactly, because and the reason behind that is because, like, shout out to Fab once again, brother who's doing things with mental health and whatever.
Very
When
Very
it comes to
important.
mental health, it's easy to fake you okay. It's easy. It's not easy in a sense, but
I know what you mean.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
People fake being
Put that
okay.
persona-
Nobody fakes being, oh, I'm down and out.
Right.
It's easy to because we come up in this era where I gotta be in good spirits.
Let me tell you.
Every time you see me, every
Yeah.
time I'm around somebody,
Yeah.
I gotta be yeah, it's popping. I'm doing this and that.
Nah,
but
man.
at the end of the day, whether you got somebody at home with you or not, or you go home to an empty house yourself, your mental health and how your perception of how people feel about you, or if you feel loved, received, respected, or even heard.
Right.
And that's the real thing.
That's the
you
real thing.
feel heard.
Being heard. I mean, that voice must be heard. It's gonna fall on her.
I give
on
everybody-
deaf ears. You know, you got deaf ears that don't want to hear anything.
Right, because you
yeah.
got stars.
Yeah.
You know that Hollywood put out. Like you look at Robin Williams. You look
Yeah.
at so many people who I'm a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? No matter my podcast can be the biggest shit ever, and hey, maybe one day it'll get bigger, but I'm never gonna act like that or feel like that.
Right.
But I'm a regular dude. I go to the grocery store and whatnot, just like everybody else.
I put on my pants the same
One
way
leg
you
at
do,
a time.
One leg at a time.
You know, but we in society, we got these people that everybody hold in high esteem,
Yeah.
and then you find that they took their own life, they did this and that, and us as a regular person, man, I'm using Robin Williams as an example because Robin Williams
you never
from
know
the
what he
Bay.
was going through, and he was Mork and Mindy.
Exactly, Nanu.
Which
Based in San Francisco.
You don't
When he
know
was
nothing
here.
about that. You youngsters
You
don't
don't know what they was going through, and you
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
because we assume.
Nah, and when you
But
assume you
if
make
I
an ass
see
out of
you,
yourself,
you and me.
yeah.
So my thing has always been, if I see you, I'm gonna make sure I try to tell you I appreciate you and be like, man, I like what you're doing, this and that, because you never know the words you could tell somebody might make their day.
Absolutely. And I'm a firm believer about that. That's why when y'all speak uplifting, it's important to do that because you never know what's going on in the person's mind, man.
I can sit here right now and tell y'all, man, I got shit on my head that's
And so do
deep.
I. You know the
Because
reason why
life is life.
Oh, life is life, and it's life,
And it ain't gonna stop.
and it won't until the lights go out on this little ass planet. Check this out. Shout outs to Fabi again because when I lost my mom, maybe I wouldn't say the second day or the third, fourth day after she passed, I was on my way to her apartment to clear out the apartment. Guess who I pulled up on the side of? Fabi, right about 2 blocks away from the house downtown, right? Unc was on the passenger side.
Yeah.
I said, Fabi, pull up. Boop, boop. Fabi, I just lost moms. Fabi said, man, hey, man.
Pull over.
It wasn't a pullover.
Yeah.
He stopped the light. It was about 5, 6, 7 cars behind us. Fabi had took out enough time, like I said, shout out to Fabi Davis, Stanley Cox. He said, man, listen, let me tell you something. This is where I'm going with it. Let me land. He said, Broski, listen, man, when my mom passed, one of my worst mistakes, I wouldn't say worst mistake, but something that he failed to do was vent and during her service, let it all out, broski. This is a hard road that I've been down this road before, broski. Guess what? We're doing thug therapy. I will eventually do it. This is before he even did it. He said, but broski, you're welcome to come. I want you to come and vent and open up. So it made me feel
We gotta have that safe space.
that safe space to have. And since then, I attended all three. We're on 5 right now, 4 or 5. I missed a couple because I'm just getting back. But let me tell you, people out there that's listening who going live with us right now, therapy is much needed. And it don't necessarily have to be with a professional therapist. It can be with somebody who you feel safe with at a safe space. Just vent it out, let it out, because it may come out in a different way.
Yeah.
And when it comes out in a different way, it may be too late, or it may be in a way that you don't want it to come out. And me personally speaking, it hurted me, and I'm just coming back around. I wouldn't say I'm gonna come back all the way over it though, because you'll never get over it. It's gonna be ongoing. But this is the first year without my mom's, but for me,
It's new.
yeah, it's new. And
It's new.
here it is, a whole year of subject to holidays. She was a Jehovah's Witness,
Okay.
to be honest. So it wasn't like it was a celebration of that, so I respect that. But no, just know that everybody's around their mother. People are still with their mothers and stuff like that. So when I see that, it still kind of be of a harsh, heart feeling to know that I won't have my mother and I can be able to talk to this day. But I know that the elders, she's amongst the elders and the ancestors.
She's your ancestor.
She's my angel, and she's still orchestrating me in the righteous direction.
There you go.
So that's
Salute
what
that.
keeps me strong, and I think that's therapeutic. And I continue to do with music. I have new music, y'all. So you can check out Chupacabra. You can go to my IG, which is
Everybody can find you.
yeah, you can find me on IG, Brody Loc, BRODYLOC_God within. And then you can go to Facebook. You can find me at Brother Broski Edwards.
Edwards, yeah.
And then you can also go to my website I got for my apparel, which is the Machine, which is the Machine 25A, which will have my books. We'll have just about all my product. Come follow me, man, and get the announcements. Follow my guy, Cognac Confessionals, and continue to grow with us, build with us, and preserve your thoughts and continue to grow, because we all a work in progress. So straight up.
Hey, and
shout outs to everybody, man, that's been following from East Oakland, West Oakland, North Oakland,
worldwide.
worldwide.
I tell you that,
We worldwide with it, right?
Oh yeah, I got followers all over. I show you the demographic.
Ooh.
We touching some numbers.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, I'm humbly cocky. We touching some countries and shit. I want to once again give you your flowers.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate you for
Thank
being here.
Thank you.
I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all that's gonna tune in on YouTube later, Facebook. We'll definitely post some of this on the gram. I'm gonna give y'all a gem real quick. Your mother is your first introduction to God. Remember that. That umbilical cord and the placenta is the tree of life. I'm gonna give you this ism. I'm giving you that 3 in the morning shit. I'm gonna give you some isms because you know I know a little something. I don't know everything, but I know half of something. Your mother's your first introduction to God, and that balance, that connection, everything is eternal on some deep level shit. And I understand now. I've had stepmoms who I've lost a stepmom. I've lost women in my life who I've been considered mom, and it's like that as well. So I understand. And dealing with things with my mom, like I said, I got the world on my shoulder right now. I can talk about a lot of shit going on, you know. But I got to continue to push forward, because if I don't, it's a dam. The melanated man is a dam, and it's a river behind us, and you people need to understand that.
Absolutely.
It's a whole lot of water behind us, and we trying to pave the way through and keep moving forward and build and expand. But you got so many powers and entities that are in the way and don't want us to see us move forward.
Word.
And I'm gonna tell you this: fuck y'all that in the way.
And,
All y'all.
and you know, rest in peace to my goddad. He passed away shortly afterwards. And he always told me a moving target would never get hit. A moving target would never get hit, meaning keep it moving, keep motion like the Pacific Ocean. Let it and it move smooth like the lotion.
For real though.
And it's tip some of that love potion. It might be cognac, but this and that. Matter of fact, I'm from the dope era. Jack Brody Loco is here live and direct, man. Cognac Confessions with the Tiffany, the Pharaoh, and the best with the from the west to the east to the this, that, and the other, whatever, whatnot. Let me let you know, man. It's still on the popping.
This is what we're doing. Like I said, I want to thank you for coming here and
Thank you, bro.
taking time out your
Thank
day
you.
to come fuck with us, man.
Thank you.
Like I said, I'm always give everybody and anybody their flowers.
Thank you.
When they come here, and because like I said, we've been following each other for a minute. We've been like come on, we've been trying to make it happen, and it don't happen on our time.
No, it's on.
You know what I'm saying? Just like with other people, we got some shit coming, and I'm gonna never tell y'all too much too early because gas make you burn. I want the shit to be in your soul and pass through like it's supposed to. Gas is irritable. I don't got gas. I ain't gonna gas you up, but I smoke gas sometimes, and I sip this yak and I puff these cigars. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
what I do. That's one thing we do have in common.
Keep it cloudy.
Keep it cloudy.
That's my production company. You know what I'm saying? With a K. 2 Ks.
And we're gonna puff more, man. We're gonna puff
we
more,
got
put it in the air, and leave it
I
up
got
there.
some shit. We gonna talk. I got some shit for you.
What's your nickname?
Show you right.
Show you right. Keep it.
SHOYARIGHT.
Show you right, man.
Sexually healing orgasms you'll appreciate, really in the great hand therapy.
Hold on, say that again, brother.
Sexually healing orgasms you'll appreciate, really in the great hand therapy. Ask your bitch.
Man, listen.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, man. This is a pleasure, man. It's truly a pleasure, man, to be here. I've been excited to get here. And I say, man, we shaking and we moving and we moving and we grooving, we rocking and we rolling. And look forward to Vampires in Oakland. Look forward to the hip hops and what Alien and hip hop, right?
Aliens in the hood.
Oh, Aliens in the Hood. Why I say Aliens in the hip hop?
Because it's the 50th year hip hop. Right. We was gonna get on that. We ain't get into Draymond. Hey, shout out to them Raiders. 63. Oh. We getting motherfucking coaches fired.
Draymond? Should Draymond be suspended, or do you think sit your silly ass down? Draymond, shout out to Draymond.
Shout out to Draymond.
But goddamn, sit your silly ass down somewhere, man.
Draymond, I'm worried if the nigga got something going on with him.
That was
silly.
Mental illness. Tell him to come through thug therapy.
Yeah, he there. But no, that suspension. I just tell you this, and I don't bet on sports because I know some shit. Ray Donovan, y'all niggas be getting, y'all don't understand. You niggas be gambling on sports.
Donovan's a good show.
Niggas get them Ray Donovan calls. Y'all better understand. I've never gambled on sports. But that shit was a message to the Warriors ownership of putting pressure on them. Like, y'all better do something with him because we want him to be somewhere else. Right. Y'all get that at 3 a.m. when you dictate and
He'll
understand.
He'll be a Laker next year with LeBron.
With
so?
pom-poms. And that, hey, and matter of fact, let me just say this before we go. That in the tournament, whatever the fuck trophy, and them Lakers was celebrating like y'all did some shit, that shit was whack as fuck. And I don't care what team won. Because that shit was whack. Fuck that. That was some bullshit. You motherfuckers celebrating like y'all won some shit, and that ain't nothing like a motherfucking college student winning a motherfucking finger painting competition against some motherfucking kindergartners. And I said what the fuck I said.
Finger painting, man. And all about this, I don't know, man. Why they painting their motherfucking nails black and all this? I'm so glad I come from an era, man. I just
ask a man to show you your nails. He'll go like this. The other ones do anyway. Y'all know that. I'm gonna show y'all, but never mind. So, There's some shit you'll get at 3 a.m.
3 a.m, man.
Once again, Broski, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Brody Loc. That's BRODYLOC_ God Within on IG, Instagram. I don't give a damn. This is the new program. Tune in. And you can find me at Brother Broski Edwards on Facebook. And then you can follow my website, which is The Machine. That's THEMACHINE, The Machine 258. The Machine 258, and you can get all my apparel. I got apparel. I got some bad shit, bro. I'm gonna come bring you. What's your size?
I'm fat. Fluffy lives matter.
Fluffy Lives Matter. I'm gonna bring this guy. I'm gonna bring y'all some new shit. I got new apparel coming in 2024. I'm so patient, man. Like I said, I've been patient. I've been building, constructing my website, so you'll find a lot of my product on that. So for all y'all that's tuned in, you can find that on the Machine 25A. New book coming out, Poor Man's Dream, the present, past, and the future. The best untold story. My documentary coming soon. Vampire in Oakland, which you'll find me on.
Yeah.
Aliens in the Hood.
Aliens in the Hood.
Bay Law. Shout outs to Free
Shout out
Jack.
to Bay Laws, Free Jack.
It's my third movie. I need some more movies. You got
Success.
some more shit for me, right?
Dave Harrison from them Dubs. Shout
I
out
got
to the
more
homie.
cookies.
They been on here, yeah.
Yeah.
I got more cookies.
So we busy. We busy. We cooking up, man. A big pot, more than gumbo. You heard me?
Yeah, Pete, tell them where they can find you at.
Hey.
And can you quit texting and tell them where they can find you at?
I was actually talking to the boy Mario Bobino, legendary.
Oh, shout out to Bobino. That's my guy.
Hey, y'all can find me, man, at wheremediameets.com or Feral Films, man. I'm here, man, and I'm everywhere.
Everywhere like swim, I wouldn't say swimwear, but maybe a player to play fair.
You know what
we
I'm saying?
everywhere like smoke, like cigar smoke.
Like
in the
Visa,
air,
I'm
man.
everywhere you're not. And me, I'm Deshaun. You can find me at Cognac_Confessionals on Instagram, Cognac Confessionals on Facebook. Follow the page, Cognac Confessionals on YouTube. If you know me personal, then you know my personal page. But I don't accept everybody. Because why? Because I don't have to. But,
That's right.
hey, for real. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Richard Coleman, what's happening? Yo, hey, Granberry, we're
Rich
going to chop
Coleman?
it up. Yeah, you got people tuning in. That's what's up.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
subscribe to the page, like the page. You know what I'm saying? We do this shit independent and this whatever. We trying to grow. Y'all like what y'all see, man? Share the shit.
Please
it don't
share.
it don't cost you nothing to click the
cost
share, to
Yeah.
click the like, or to let somebody know what's happening.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we always here trying to do what we do. Next week we got another good show for y'all. We got Tati Baby on. She's been on before. She on next week. We got a 6-7 show run, and I'm gonna post some shit later. But as usual, now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, catch y'all next week. Y'all be safe. Take care of each other, man. Love each other, and don't do no dumb shit.
Don't do that. Stay
2024 coming.
Stay sucker free. Stay solid. Stay loyal. Stay solid, man. Stay loyal.
Hey, and tell her, cash me out if you gonna ask me out.
Yes, sir.